I have no idea how long or short this video is gonna be. I'm probably just gonna like speed through this because this is just a short one, just in general in terms of like how long the movie was, and also I don't have a bunch of things to say about this. But either way, I need to get something out of this. I recently watched Justice League Warworld. This is the latest movie in the Tomorrowverse, the newest line of DC animated movies that, let me be honest, they just haven't been that great. The best, or maybe better ones at least, have been Elseworld offshoots like the Batman Doom that came to Gotham. Even the Ruby crossover, like looking back on it, it isn't one of the worst things in the world. But this is the first time I'm actually doing a video on a DCAU movie. I've seen all of them to my knowledge. I don't know if I've seen, like maybe there's one I'm missing, and honestly, a lot of them haven't been that great, but I decided, I might as well talk about it now. It has this consistent animation style, Warworld included, that just doesn't look good to me. It looks very rigid, and even like the outlines on the characters just are too big. Like it feels like somebody hit like when you're typing something, they hit Control BIU, and it's like it's bolded, italicized, and underlined. It looks too weird to me. And apparently, in the last canon entry, I think it was like Legion of Superheroes or something, which isn't much better than this one. Superman and Batman die? I don't know. If I'm being honest, when I watched that one, I thought it was a Watchmen tease. Like, a full-on, I thought they were just doing Doomsday Clock. Even though there is an announced animated Watchmen movie now, apparently it was not a lead into that, it was a lead into Warworld, which, this is confusing, man, even for me. There are three separate, like, universes for Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, which I don't think they ever showed Wonder Woman getting there. I don't know. But this whole movie is just really confusing until the final act. There is barely any structure to what's going on. It feels like an anthology film until we hit like what's actually happening in the movie. It's really weird. It's like that one Batman animated movie from maybe 2 years ago. They did Death in the Family, an incredible story, and they made it a choose your own adventure, but it's only on the disc. So if you go to streaming for it, it's just like all the different versions like played in a row, and it's really stupid. Really, the only note I have here is that I think the voice acting is fine. I think Darren Criss as Superman is okay, and I like Stana Katic as Wonder Woman. But even then, the big highlight of this and the other DCAU movies I've seen is Jensen Ackles as Batman. I really like his take on like Bruce Wayne and Batman specifically, especially after like him seeing him at a convention and like talking about why he's like doing all this. I honestly wouldn't mind him making the jump to live action at some point if that's even in the cards. But this was just a boring movie. Like it barely kept my attention, even when like they introduced like characters like Jonah Hex in this. Just what the fuck are we doing with Jonah Hex? I don't know. I guess that's my thoughts on it. I thought this was really bland and boring, and honestly a time waster. And it is also a very blatant setup for Crisis on Infinite Earths, which at this point the movies have been getting worse and worse here, so God, if it's worse than this, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. It's been fascinating to see how much of a decline DC's animated movies have been on recently, because they used to be pretty great. Like even when they were great, there was usually like maybe one misfire. Like we had Batman: The Killing Joke. That's one misfire out of how many good movies? A lot of them. And now we've come to this, which just I got nothing. I'm giving this a 3 out of 10, pretty much just for Jensen Ackles alone, man. Just. Ugh. Did you watch Warworld? Did you? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This just didn't do anything for me. It really didn't. If you did watch this, let me know what you think of it. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.